Hi, I'm Marion from the One Stop Shop Aberdeen, here with Callum. Hi,
Hello.
Callum. Hi. This is our final post as part of our autism acceptance campaign. So we thought that we would try and record a video together, and we're going to be looking at autistic joy. Callum.
So the first thing is, Marion, what is autistic joy?
Autistic joy for me is just uncontrollable need to show how happy I am. So if I get some really exciting news, then it feels like every part of my body is just exploding with joy and I can't hold it in. So I'm likely to stim and probably...
Or you jump up and down?
I jump up and down a lot whenever I'm really happy, yeah. And it's a good sign that I'm really joyful. How about you?
So for me, I think it's just losing myself in an interest. Right now, I think for both of us, that would be Animal Crossing.
Oh, big time.
I think if anyone looked at the amount of time we've been playing that, they would be quite concerned. But for me, it's being able to put that on and just totally lose track of time, to find just so much enjoyment in just every little thing about it. And then even after I'm done with it, it's sharing that joy with other people. Like, as I was talking about that, I was kind of getting a bit overwhelmed.
Did you want to stim and jump up and down because you're talking about Animal Crossing?
Yeah. I'm doing it off camera.
Yeah, I think that's one of the really cool things about sort of special interests and stuff is being able to share them with other people, finding other folk who are really into the same sort of things that you are as well. So there's a few of us who really like things like Animal Crossing and getting to share other interests like cartoon shows with my kid is really exciting and fun, and being able to share that, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not just someone else being interested in the same thing. Sometimes it's just feeding off of that enthusiasm.
For sure.
Yeah, I could, someone might be interested in carpentry. Well, I don't really care. But if someone is talking about that with a lot of passion, then suddenly I'm interested and I want to know everything. I want to know why they like it and what they get from it. And it's just a really special thing to share with people.
It's really empathetic, isn't it? Whenever you see someone who's going on about something that they really love. So one of my friends is really into trains and I'm not at all, but I love hearing her talking about trains because she gets so excited about it, and I can see her stimming and getting really excited. I don't care about trains, but I really care about my friend being so passionate about something. So I could sit and listen to her talking about trains and it's great. It's really lovely, that, isn't it? Being able to share somebody's joy, really intense joy, even if you don't share the passion about the thing itself.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is quite a special, yeah, lovely thing. So anything else that's been making you feel really joyful recently, or just Animal Crossing?
My whole life is Animal Crossing right now. And that's what happens with interests. They can just sort of consume your life. That sounds really dramatic and over the top, and sometimes they are, and that's great.
It's really exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. So you mentioned stimming, and something else about autistic joy is finding, maybe not even just necessarily in the stims themselves. It can just be in just sensory information. So when we stim, often we're sensory seeking. And quite often we think about stims as doing something physical. So let me put my pen off camera. But one of the really great things to stim are visual stims. And I think the example that most people watching this will have come across would be fish tanks. If you just sit, you just watch them go back and forth and you enjoy it, and you sort of just lose track of everything else, and time seems to just go faster. Like, that's why they have so many waiting rooms at fish tanks.
We have.
So for, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say one of the things that we have taken with us whenever we've done training is this, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is a bit of a visual stim as well as a sort of tactile stim as well. And I think people tend to get quite entranced sort of just looking at it, sort of going backwards and forwards.
Yeah. For me, that is the perfect example of stimming as joy. We went out to an open day, and Marion had this on the table, and I had never seen it before, and I kind of picked it up, and within 5 minutes I was online buying my own.
It's so much fun, and it's simple, and I think both of ours are rainbow ones as well, so you can see the colors as well as feeling it. Yeah, it's just beautiful, isn't it? It's really lovely. Yeah.
And I think when we experience that particularly autistic type of joy, it very often comes from a bunch of different senses, and they kind of build up to this like full sensory picture.
Yeah. So for this one, with the flow rings, it's the tactile sensation of it, and the looking at the movement and the way that the colours flow together, and the noise that it makes, that it really
there's that slight kind of cutting through the air. It's so nice.
It's just pretty all over, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's one of the things that we've seen whenever we've done Autistic Pride, because you joined us just before we did Autistic Pride last year. And one of the things that we have done for the last 2 years is asking people what it is that they love about being autistic. And I think Autistic Joy has always been right up there as one of the best things that there is about being autistic. So I just
going to Pride last year, when we go to Hazelhead Park and we basically blow bubbles, and before we had even finished setting up, there was one boy who was just out there running about having the time of his life. And it was just the perfect encapsulation of what we're talking about today.
Oh, it was beautiful, wasn't it? It was absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I'm really gutted that we can't do Pride as we usually would this year, and as soon as we can, we will, won't we? I'm really looking forward to getting everybody back together once it's safe to do so. But I have a quote here from Charlotte. Have you got one as well that you wanted to? From, I think, Autistic Pride last year. Being autistic means I get lots of joy out of simple things other people can't see magic in. Sparks of ideas, beautiful lists, patterns of books, the TARDIS, fluffy animals, and my favourite cheese. I love the idea of people getting joy out of cheese.
Yeah.
It's, and again, it's...
I personally can't.
But it's a really, really nice thing being able to find that as well, isn't it? To do the joy of successfully keeping to a routine by Joseph as well. And I think that's the other thing. Even things that other people wouldn't necessarily find joyful, keeping a routine, it may seem really mundane to other people, but for me, having my routine and knowing what I'm doing, it's safe, it's I know what's happening with it, and that in itself is quite joyful, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I really enjoy that too. Okay, well, I think, shall we sign off for just now?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we wanted to thank everybody who has engaged with us on the autism acceptance posts this year. It's been a lot of hard work for us, but it's been an awful lot of fun as well. I've really enjoyed putting everything together.
Yeah, so I hope you found what we talked about over the whole month helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to either comment or to email us. We'll have our email in the description.
And we're going to be putting together a PDF in the next couple of weeks with all of the posts together, which will be available for other people to use as they wish. If they think it's going to be useful for friends, family members, or colleagues, then they can share it as they will. Yeah. Right, well, thanks for listening, folks. And we hope that you enjoy the rest of your April, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Thank you.